Alright, what's up, NerdzgotWordz universe? It's your boys here at NerdzgotWordz, in charge of this universe.
How you doing?
And today we're going to be talking about, specifically in this video, about our own rating system, as well as why we think the current rating system is flawed in a way. And right now we're going to have our boy Luis bring up his rant, essentially is what it's going to be, about why we think our current rating system is flawed.
So Luis, take it away.
So, not so much a rant, more of an explanation of how we're not choosing to do the typical percentage rating or 1 to 10. It's very arbitrary, overused. Everybody does it, and it's it's not fun.
It's overrated.
It's very bland. It's like, okay, 7 out of 10. To spice it up, you're like, all right, 7.5. But like, what does that really mean, right? It's just like, I can give you a bunch of 7 out of 10 movies that I've seen, and you'd probably think, well, they wouldn't all be equally 7 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some are a little bit better than others. Some of them are a little worse than others. But overall, they're 7 out of 10. There's a lot that goes into rating a film, not just plot, but you have to take into consideration pacing, cinematography, set design, costume design, VFX, sound design.
The overall script in general too.
Yeah, script. It's not one solid thing. You can have a movie with a shitty script, but if the visuals are amazing,
and how it makes you feel makes it.
Yeah, if it has an impact, a good impact on you, it's different. So we've decided to throw the arbitrary 1 to 10 percentage system out of the window. It's gone, and we've created our own rating system, which Ryan is now gonna go through for movies and TVs. It's 2 separate systems. They're very similar, but they gotta be their own, as movies and TVs are rated differently as well. So Ryan, back to you.
Right, and also one quick thing I wanted to add to further Luis's points is, we may say a movie is 7 out of 10 now, but that time scale, that scale also does not go the distance with time. 7 out of 10 now, if we watch it again now that movie quality and everything's a lot better, if it's not a classic, we may think it's even worse. So I believe our rating system is more generic to current state and future, because if you rewatch it, I think hopefully our rating system still stand the test of time. So first we're going to start with movies, and so our first one is buy-worthy, and I'm going to have Murph real quickly elaborate on it, and then we'll just all group discuss about it.
Yeah, so basically what that means is, you go to the movies, you watch it, you're like, oh my god, that was amazing. I need to buy it. That's the level of movie that you just watched right there, just buy-worthy. It was just so amazing that you just have to buy it.
Yeah, it's also more of, you don't want to see it over and over again, because that's more money than just straight up buying the DVD. You want to watch it when you want to watch it, and at that moment. It may come out of theaters, and you want to watch it right at this very second. Adrian, what do you think about, buy-worthy being the top tier?
Yeah, I think it's top tier because it shows the audience too, wow, it was a good movie. It's going to be worth getting it later, or, just it's going to be worth the money.
Right, and also, I'm not 100% sure how this works, but, putting it with the movie, an example, AMC would have to split the profits with the movie or gain a certain percentage where... Luis, do you know if the DVDs, just go straight to the producers of the film, or if they have another contract or anything? I'm not sure.
So the way revenue splits, pre-streaming days, it was movie theaters take... While the movie is in... I forget what the term for it is, but while it's in theaters, movie theaters at first don't make a lot of money. For the first couple of weeks, it's the studios that take the most percentage of that cut. It's going to be anywhere from 80 to 70%. That's where the studios make their money, and the movie theater actually won't make money off a movie until the final weeks of a film's run. Yeah. That's why, and I know we all harp on it, but that's why movie theaters raise their prices on their snacks and stuff, because that's really where they make their money. That's a topic for another thing. So that's how it usually works. Movie theaters will make very little profit at the first few weeks of a movie's run. Then later on, they make more money. When it comes down to DVD release, at-home release, right, physical media, then most of that, or the majority of that revenue goes straight to the production company, and that's when a lot of actors get their bonuses and stuff. You know, their incentives from DVD sales. Before streaming, you could have a movie not make a lot of money at the box office, but you can make your money back with DVDs and Blu-ray sales. So that's pretty much how that works. And obviously nowadays, you know, with streaming, if you're willing to buy physically a movie, I think that says a lot about that film's quality. Yeah. So I think that's why I like that rating for us as the highest level, because it really shows that, hey, this is a great film. I'm gonna add this to my physical collection.
It may be on a streaming service, but it's just that good that I want to own.
Yeah.
Want to say, hey, I have this DVD. So at the top we have Buy-worthy, right? And below that we have Once is Good Enough. And not Once is Good Enough. It's I'd See It Again. And so basically, I'd See It Again is pretty much like I would go to the movies. I'd spend the same amount of money again to just see it again. It was that good. And Adrian, can you elaborate on that more too?
Well, a good example I want to give out was Endgame, because that was a good movie. So you know how everyone, if you haven't seen that movie, what have you been doing? Honestly,
it's almost 3 hours.
3 hours worth sitting.
Yeah.
But when you went to go see that movie, I wanted to literally see it right away. But it was like a 1 a.m. showing, so there was no showings right after. So I went to go see it the next, literally like a few hours later, like at 8 a.m. just to watch it. That's how I thought how good that movie was, and that's how I feel like that's how we're rating it. Like it's worth seeing, literally right off the bat again.
Yeah, it's good enough to where you don't want to buy it, but at the same time you want to experience what you felt the first time in the theater, essentially.
Right, because it's like, it was really good where you'll pay the money in theaters to see it again. However, it's barely missing that cusp for you to just buy it. And that's why we have that below that. So we have buy it, I'd see it again. Now, third below that is we have Once is Good Enough. Now, basically what that entails is that you enjoyed it, you got everything you felt out of it, and that's just more of, you're just overall like, it was good. And so, Luis, do you have like a movie example of that one?
Once is Good Enough. Black Widow.
Yeah.
Once is good enough. Once was good enough for that movie. Not a terrible movie. Not a great movie. Once is good enough. Is it?
I knew you were gonna bring up Black Widow, and I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Adrian, you have anything else? Is there any other movie that you can provide an example for? Or, don't say Space Jam because.
No, I was gonna say I was thinking of I was gonna say the first Suicide Squad. I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
And to me, that was good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like if I were to see it again, I'll see all its flaws that everyone was talking about.
Why do I feel like I own that movie?
I
own that.
Well, Luis is changing his rating for that.
Yeah. So clearly, we have Buy-worthy, we have I'd See It Again, Once is Good Enough. So below that is kind of the middle ground meh, where it's neither good nor bad.
Yeah, basically what meh is, it's like what Ryan said. It's like you see it in the movies. You're like, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, but it was meh,
Star Wars.
Hey,
right. So meh is our own ratings. That it's that middle ground where you saw it. It's not like you wasted your money. It's not that you got your enjoyment out of it and it's done. It's more like like you were just there. You saw it. Meh. You didn't waste your time, nor was it a higher tier.
Yeah, there's really no need to go.
To me, what mad sense is just like, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It was just kind of like, okay,
it's there. It exists.
Film,
yeah. On to the next one.
Yeah, so it's Buy-worthy, I'd See It Again, Once is Good Enough, meh, and below that is Why Did I Waste My Time?
That is our lowest tier.
That is the
and basically what that means is you go into the theater, you watch the thing, and coming out of it, you're so confused as to why you went. You're like, oh my god, why did I waste my time watching this?
It's also money is involved as well. Time is money, and basically you come out with 3 words. Well, kind of more than that. What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally the only thought process you have to what you just witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to go there and ask for a refund.
Perfect example, Blade Runner 2047.
49.
Whatever, same shit. I can't even remember the title of the movie. It was that
so
bad.
He knocked it down by 2 numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
He subtracted.
Just basically hearing
I've never seen
every 10 minutes. I'm
if
like,
you haven't seen,
oh my god, what am I watching right now?
Basically, if you haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, the whole premise is we have a main character, a guy, and we're going through the film following this guy, trying to figure out who he is, and it brings up little hints like, Arnold Schwarzenegger or whoever it is, they had a baby, and then he's like, he's thinking, am I the baby? We're thinking, he's the baby.
Yeah,
like,
it's gotta be the baby.
And then at the end of the film, it's like this chick that you saw for like 5 minutes. She's the baby.
Yeah,
who has no
like,
significance in the film.
Who is this chick?
Yeah, Rant
Y'all ever seen the original Blade Runner?
I did.
Those
were good.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's why you're confused.
That's why you're confused.
I wasn't confused. It was just bad in my opinion.
The original Blade Runner was fucking.
But either way, like
you gotta watch the first one.
Alright,
you go
Adrian.
through the movie, like
It was Harrison.
halfway through it, you're just like, okay.
It was also Harrison Ford, by the
Harrison Ford, not
Arnold.
I
But
said
no,
Arnold Schwarzenegger. My bad. That's
I'll
perfect.
tell you what. I have my own example of why did I waste my time with it. This was years ago. It was I think I might have been like 20 or so. I went to
Superman
go
versus
see-
Batman.
Oh, that's fucking atrocious.
Yeah,
But
I was literally about to ask you,
the
Adrian,
one
if you had any
that I
other
remember where,
ones.
if I remember correctly, I walked out of the theater was the Mortal Instruments movie.
Oh.
That shit was fucking garbage.
What was that?
Fuck that, bro.
Wait, what was that?
So-
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
It was during the whole craze of like making teen books into movies. Mortal Instruments.
Is it those
giant? It's a big movie
castle?
franchise one.
Oh.
I don't know, but the plot was so dumb, man. It was just God. I hadn't read the book. I don't even think the book would be any better. But that was one where I was just like, this is fucking horrible.
Literally.
I rather would have watched Elysium that day. I remember. That's clear. I was like, we should have watched Elysium over this shit.
Yeah,
And then even then, I think Elysium was bad, if I remember.
It was like it was good, decent action.
Yeah.
Eminem was supposed to originally play it.
Add your thoughts on
He
to
was.
why.
He was.
All right, Adrian, what is your thoughts on why Batman vs Superman is within this tier? Which I full-heartedly agree. I walked out and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
You know how? You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because I haven't even seen it either.
There it is.
That's how bad I think
There
it
it is.
is.
There it is. You know why? Because Wonder Woman wasn't in it.
She was.
She was.
For not long enough, man.
She was literally she was literally the only good thing. I saw it in the trailer
The
too.
best part of that
She
movie.
wasn't in it enough to save the movie, boys and girls. It's everyone. It just wasn't.
Oh, I'll do you one better. Wonder Woman 84.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
God.
yes, dude.
I
That
haven't
movie.
seen it, but I'll take their word for it.
I literally told Mark, I was like, "Don't watch this fucking movie."
Yeah, that's what he said.
Don't watch
That's
this
literally
movie.
what he said to me.
Alright.
Anyways. Yeah.
So first off, just all the way down now that we've gone through them all. So for movies, it's buy-worthy. I'd see it again. Once is good enough. Meh. Why did I waste my time and money? Just essentially, that's our movie ratings, and I think that provides you to more insight into it. 1 through 10, like Luis is saying, a 7. Okay, thank you. What are we? A gaming industry? 7. Thank you. Well, okay. I think ours provides more character as well, which you will also see within our TV show descriptions.
And it's more practical for the casual moviegoer.
And we made it up ourselves, which is way better than 1 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, guys. So now we're gonna talk about TV shows. So for TV shows, we have the same thing where, it's similar. So at the top we have rewatchable, and I'll let Luis go dive into rewatchable.
So rewatchable is like you watch that TV series and you can just keep going back to it over and over again. I can't count how many times I've seen How I Met Your Mother.
Yep.
Really?
I know for a lot of people it's either The Office or like
Friends.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Friends is bad. But
It's a good. I think it's a good one timer.
I don't want to throw the Friends community on.
How to ruin a whole franchise for people.
Anyways, but
I'm so sorry.
Rewatchable means that it's something that you really, really enjoy. You think it's great. You can go back and watch it time and time again.
Yeah, like Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's basically rewatchable. Is basically where as soon as you start the first episode, it's just like whatever I'm doing doesn't matter. I'm gonna sit down. I'm just gonna binge it. I'm just gonna keep going. And so below that, rewatchables, we have binge. Now, binge is
specifically binge it.
Yeah, binge it. Well, then we put that one below rewatchable after discussing it. And so, Adrian, what is a binge it show, and what does your own opinion about what binge it means?
Ooh, I think you're asking the wrong person for this question.
That's why I asked you.
I don't.
We need some comedy here.
Ah, shit. All right, let's see. No. I think one that was good, because I actually almost binged all of it because I was way behind was Bad Batch.
Yeah.
From Star Wars Bad Batch. Sure, you gotta watch the last episode. It's your childhood right there.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good one. Something that you just want to constantly keep seeing the action flowing.
Yeah.
Something you'd enjoy a lot. Something you just want to get to the end of the whole thing, but you still gotta wait for the last few
You wouldn't
episodes.
sit through it one more time.
I don't know. I probably would. I think I would for that one at least.
Bad Batch?
For Bad Batch, yeah.
It's like I'd see it again with the movie categories. You wanna get through the whole thing because you enjoy it so much, and you might rewatch it again, but you, like I said, enjoy it so much you just want to see what happens at the end.
Right, and unlike rewatchable, binge, it's like, you can go on a binge can consist of, 2 episodes. A binge can consist of 3 episodes. When you rewatch something, you're literally taking time to sit down and just watch it all over again and just rekindle those same emotions you had from when you're first watching it. Mm-hmm. And binging, if you need another example, it's also like those people that, for WandaVision and Loki, they're waiting for the whole thing to be done so that they can watch it all and binge it, whereas me personally, I rewatched each episode probably about 2 times while waiting for the other episodes to make sure I caught on to everything that was happening, because the whole time I was just like, whoa, what the? And then I needed to watch it again to make sure I had my thoughts collected, not only for the podcast, but just for my own personal,
For me,
for a rant, dude, so we can rant. That's why we watched it again.
For me, a perfect series for this, even though some of my colleagues might not agree with me on this panel, is the Lilo and Stitch series.
That was a fucking thing.
That was a good one, yeah. I actually liked it.
I love that series.
It was the one where he was finding out his cousins, right?
Yeah.
Each episode. Okay, yeah.
Cousins.
Exactly. No. Yeah, that's another good one that I remember I wanted to watch when I was a kid, mainly because I just wanted to see every single alien that was made.
Mm-hmm.
That was literally the only reason.
So we have rewatchable. We have binge.
Hold on.
We have holding.
Which one was your favorite one, though?
Oh my god.
The failed experiment, the superhero. I forgot his number, but he was the failed experiment.
Alright. So we have rewatchable, binge it, and just like the other one, we have once is good enough. Now, Luis, what's a TV show that you watched and it's just like, once is good enough?
A lot.
Damn. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Friends.
Oh no! I wouldn't even waste my time with Friends.
Honestly, to my opinion,
Yeah,
Friends was one of them for me. I think it's just once and you're good, and that's it.
It's just so.
Okay, so we clearly have no examples.
You're too young.
However, once is good enough. It's basically.
No. I have the perfect example for once is good enough.
All right, let's hear this.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I mean, I won't disagree with you.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a great TV show, but I wouldn't rewatch it.
Basically, the whole
I'd
premise...
binge it.
No, binge it.
NerdzgotWordz universe, the whole premise behind Once is Good Enough is that you saw it. It's not that it wasn't good. I mean, you thought it was pretty good, but it's like you got your overall enjoyment out of it. You don't need to watch it again. There's nothing that you really missed. It's like you got it, we get it, we can move on now. It's good. Mm-hmm. That's just the whole premise behind it.
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better on the sort of what the fuck side of things. I think WandaVision is once is good enough.
Really?
Yeah, like it's good. It hits you emotionally and whatnot, but I wouldn't sit through it again.
I mean, there's definitely.
I wouldn't sit through it again.
Hold on. You're telling me you'd rather sit through Winter Soldier?
No, I just said I wouldn't.
Oh, okay, all right.
Basically-
I just want to make sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree. Once is good enough for WandaVision because let's be honest. You could probably skip the first 3 or 4.
You can start out
can,
episode 4 and you're solid.
Yeah, it starts going ham towards the end. In the beginning, it's just like old
It's
style
just,
stuff.
it's
This
just
is
like
funny.
nostalgia
Okay.
episode.
Yes.
All right.
So below that we have rewatchable, binge it. Once is good enough. So below that we have meh. So that's basically similar to our other
Friends.
ones. However, so meh to me is like you're watching a show and you're on episode 6 and it's going pretty good and then either the plot drops or a character that you like dies. However, you only have a few more episodes left, so it's like meh, I might as well finish this. I started watching it, I did all I spent time watching it, I might as well just finish it.
So now, friends, I wouldn't finish this shit.
Yeah, so what is meh in your guys' opinion? What do you
Shit,
just have
that's
an
like a
example
good list
or-
of animes.
Yeah.
Look, anime fans don't realize there's a lot of animes out there that are just fucking bad. They're just fucking bad. You finish it because of the commitment.
Honestly, yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't know.
There's a lot of anime out there that's just like, I guess I'll fucking finish
Yeah,
this thing.
I mean, meh doesn't really, I'm pretty sure you have a show in your mind. As soon as I said meh, it's like, boom, that show. So, moving on. We have rewatchable, binge. Once is good enough, meh. Below that we have, why the hell was this listed to me? So you know how when you're watching Netflix or something, it's like, why was this recommended to me? Oh, it's similar, okay, this might be good. And it was dog shit. So, does anyone have an example of that? Basically, I mean, this is like meh. You know exactly what I'm thinking about. Let's be honest, before some Netflix originals are bad.
Yeah.
And some of them are really good. Umbrella Academy is really good in my opinion.
Gotta
so
still watch
basically,
it.
so let's say you're watching Umbrella Academy, and then it's like, try this, and then that was trash. Like this, they recommend stuff that's probably not even comparable, and that's why we have that category, and specifically for movies, because you're recommended all like 12 different movies and or TV shows, 12 different TV shows on there, and you're just like, this was bad. Why did they send this to me? Why did this grace my screen? And that's why that's there. And I feel like that's really all I need to say on that one. Rewatchable, binge it once is good enough. Meh. Why the hell was this recommended to me? Emphasis on hell, by the way. Mm-hmm. And last is similar ending to our movies and why did I waste my time? Now, does anyone have like a key example of why you watched a show and you're like, why did I waste my time? I feel like that one is more on the premise of you can't even finish the first episode. You're like 15,
Fuller
20
House.
minutes in, and you're just
Fuller.
like, yes,
Fuller
House. There it is, guys.
Fucking
Didn't even finish Full
terrible,
House.
bro.
Sorry.
And for those of you that like Fuller House, please comment. I am very eager to know why you like it, in all honesty.
We got
Tell us why we're
questions.
wrong.
Yeah, please. I don't care.
Literally tell us what we're missing. Like, I don't understand it. Like,
I watched it and I was like, I couldn't even finish the first episode in all honesty. And that's kind of where, why did I waste my time? It's like those two premises. It's like, it's like, why did I waste your time watching 15, 20 minutes of it when I don't even want to finish it? And so just to redo everything, it's for movies, it's buy-worthy. I'd see it again. Once is good enough. Meh, which is neither good nor bad. Why did I waste my time? And it's just like, that's movies. And for TV shows, it's rewatchable, binge it. Once is good enough. Meh, which once again is neither good nor bad. You've got meh. And why the hell was this recommended to me? Mm-hmm. And why did I waste my time?
Yep.
And we have these because, they're more, we're extra with stuff, obviously. And it's more extreme, why the hell did I waste my time? Or why the hell was this recommended to me? That is not going to tell, you're not going to know that in a 4. You're going to be like, a 4, you're already not going to watch that anyways. However, with our rating system, just because we think it's dog shit does not mean you think it's dog shit. And yes, Fuller House.
Friends. Dog shit.
And so
just like
basically,
my colleagues here, is
Ooh.
what they're trying to say is everybody's
Watch.
opinion and opinion on the show is unique.
Yeah, everybody has their own unique perspective, and this is just a fun way of conveying that.
right. And I also think these are relatable. You know, like these are our rating systems. However, you are also a part of this as well, so you can use them. You know, you can go to your friend and be like, "Why the hell was this recommended to me?" Or this show was meh, and then your friend that doesn't watch us, make your friends watch us. They're like, you know what? You know, because it's just the current rating system is so ingrained that it's almost hard not to bring it up, even though it barely provides any information. And ours, I think, is more tailored to not only our personal thoughts, it also provides more flavor and allows us to further explain our thing. And so basically, that is our rating system. And also, just briefly, real quick, I want to bring this up. We're having a website being made.
Yes.
NerdzgotWordz.com. Shout out to Chase for making that come together. So basically, that is
My old college roommate.
yeah. So basically, that I'm really excited. Hopefully, that's it should 1.5, 2 months out. We're gonna talk more about it as it comes out. But we just want to bring it up.
We're gonna have our movie reviews. We're gonna have our TV show reviews on there. We're gonna have
Socials.
our social medias,
Podcasts.
an about page about our full team. So once that's up, go check that out. And we're also gonna drop when we're gonna be releasing our episodes. So go ahead and check that out once we have that.
You thought you could get rid of us by just not watching our YouTube? Fools! We're on the internet too. You can look us up on Google. Ha!
We are inevitable.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you think. Personally, you know, what do you think of our ratings? What do you think of do you agree? Do you think it's good? Should we add? Should we remove? You know, what are your thoughts? Also, you know, give us examples. Like, you know, I want to start a discussion with you guys in the comments. You know, did you think, you know, just as an example, because the guest, we obviously disagree with stuff. You know, we're having a friends rivalry here.
Friends rivalry,
I did not
2014
expect
Blade
that to
Runner.
happen. I did not know that this was happening. That was going to happen. But yeah, so basically, you know, do you have an example? You know, is there one that you want us to discuss or whatever? Do you guys think Fuller House is good?
And let us know about our rating system. Do you guys think it's good? Do you guys think it's terrible? What we want to hear from you. What do you think?
Are we geniuses or are we fucking idiots?
Yeah.
Let us know. All right, later, guys. Have a
And
good
just
one.
Bye.
remember, here at Nerds Got Words, you can be a nerd about anything. Well, we're nerds about everything.
There
See
we
you
are.
guys later.
Later.